Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Think about subscribing, hit the like button, turn the bell notification on so that you don't miss any future uploads. I wanted to talk about what they did at the end of Season 2 Mandalorian and what it means to every Star Wars fan out there. Now, I'm not saying that you can't like what Disney's done. If you like The Last Jedi, fine. But fundamentally, I think a lot of people were just saddened by the state of Luke in that world, and it just didn't make sense that somebody who would be able to help redeem one of the most vile characters in Star Wars, who had done horrible, terrible things, and then finding out that that person is his father and still not giving up, still, even in the face of being granted ultimate power by the Emperor after he had defeated his father, he simply just threw away his lightsaber and said no, because he cared. He cared about doing the right thing, and that's what Luke represented to everyone. Just hope. It wasn't about one particular viewpoint in the times that we live in, or any other time that we live in, past, present, or future. It wasn't about politics or ideology. It was simply about good versus evil, and good people standing up and doing what's right. And that's what Luke was. He redeemed his father. There's no way that Luke wouldn't be able to turn that on himself and be able to redeem himself if he had some thoughts or if he had some doubts like he had in The Last Jedi. And seeing Luke just go out the way he did, not being able to see him utilize all of the strength that he had as being one of the most powerful Force users and doing it in the name of good, just left people feeling just, I can't think of a word other than just sad. I remember watching it and just thinking, this is not, it just feels wrong. And I know that, directors are supposed to be able to do what they want and all that stuff. It just didn't feel good to me to see Luke go out that way. I just couldn't envision a world in where Luke would think about killing or murdering anybody, let alone a family member, a nephew, for simply having a bad dream, and Luke having a flashback to his father, and maybe some of the things that happened in the past would happen again in the present. He might be responsible for it. He would just do things that, that would correct that. He would work hard. He wouldn't give up, and he certainly wouldn't run and hide from his friends when they needed him. It just didn't make any sense. But what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and everyone involved on The Mandalorian did is they gave fans that moment that they wanted, and that's all that they wanted. They wanted that one moment where Luke, in his prime, powerful, being tested and winning the day, going to the dark side, going to the light side, finally understanding who he was, not giving in to all that temptation, realizing he was on that path, looking at that mechanical hand and realizing if he didn't stop, he would be transformed into his father, Darth Vader. He selflessly said no to all the power the Emperor was offering him and redeemed himself and the galaxy at that time. In a behind-the-scenes clip of The Mandalorian, Jon Favreau says when R2-D2 actually came into scene behind Luke when he opens the door and reveals himself, he broke down in tears, and he didn't even understand why, and it just happened. And I think I do, and that's because for most of us who are fans, Star Wars reminds us of a time when we were children and everything was hopeful. We weren't exposed to all the negativity that life exposes you to as you grow up and you get older and older and older, and you move further and further and further away from that hope that you had as a child, that wonder, and you remember it and you crave it so deeply that it makes you emotional. And that's what they did. Tell me how it made you feel in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next video.